Lucius Annaeus Seneca was a great Roman philosopher, statesman, and writer. He lived a very long time ago, more precisely in the 4th century BCE. His wise sayings remain relevant in our time. Such quotes are worth reading and remembering by everyone because they can help navigate complex life situations and make the right decisions. 1. A person is not poor if they have little, but rather if they desire more. Humans always want more, and if someone doesn't have enough $50,000 a month, they'll still want more when they have $100,000. Needs grow, and people aspire to something more expensive and better. However, poverty and wealth are not determined by the number of bills in one's wallet, but by one's attitude towards life. 2. Most people become angry not because of the wrongs others do, but because of the significance they themselves attach to trifles. Many people get upset over trivial matters that they blow out of proportion. In reality, the problem doesn't exist. Our imagination and ego create a false image, and we believe the lie. Don't create problems for yourself over trivial matters, and life will be easier. 3. No possession can bring joy to the owner if they are not ready to lose it. Any dream or desire sooner or later becomes a part of our life. When we finally achieve what we've longed for, we often feel afraid of losing it. This fear can prevent us from experiencing the happiness we anticipated. 4. What you think of yourself is much more important than what others think of you. The most common cause of self-doubt is worrying about what others think of you. We constantly imagine that if someone looks at us a certain way, it's a nightmare. We start to think about how we're dressed, what we said earlier, or even worse, we become self-conscious about our appearance. In reality, people don't care about you. They have their own lives. They might talk about you and even judge you, but they'll forget about it in a couple of hours, while you might remember it for years. It's much better to evaluate yourself, have healthy self-esteem, and then others' opinions won't matter as much. 5. There is no enemy worse than a crowd in which you lose yourself. Each individual will either tempt you with their vices, infect you, or subtly tarnish you. It's difficult and sometimes undesirable to break away from the group you're part of. If you go against the crowd, they may look at you oddly, as if you're supposed to think and act in unison. Under this pressure, you can make poor decisions because people in a crowd have their bad habits. They may lie or even influence you negatively. 6. Live with people as if God were looking at you. Speak to God as if people were listening. Nothing is greater than God, and that's the truth. We communicate with Him and ask for help. He's our solace and salvation. If a person displays the highest moral qualities towards those around them, they are pure in the eyes of the Almighty. Therefore, when interacting with people, be sincere, make choices based on righteousness, and have the ability to be selfless, merciful, and grateful. 7. The biggest obstacle to life is waiting for tomorrow and wasting today. As it's known, there are 3 times: the past, the present, and the future. Life exists only in the present and nowhere else. It's not in the past because it's gone, and it's not in the future, which may not come. When a person lives in the future, building an ideal life, planning tasks and their solutions, they don't understand that they'll never reach them. This is impossible because they're missing today, without which there's no future.